Hey, what's happening, everyone? What's going on? What's happening? This is Jonathan Mathis, the sports judge. Welcome to my sports channel. Thank you guys for watching. I talked a little bit about this yesterday. I went live on my Facebook. Today, I'm going live on my YouTube. It's been a minute. It's been a while since I posted a video, a few days. Yesterday was Halloween. Halloween has come and gone. Now it's Christmas time. Merry Christmas to everyone, because we always like to start Christmas early. And now Mariah Carey's song is about to blow up on the radio. All I Want for Christmas Is You. So we're about to hear that 10,000 times now. But let's get right to it. Let's talk about Kyrie Irving. I know I talked about this yesterday, so you guys might have heard me talk about this a little bit yesterday. But, uh, Kyrie Irving has found himself yet again at the center of another off court controversy. This is a guy who always finds himself tied to some of the biggest controversies, um, in the league. And, he's one of the most controversial and polarizing figures in basketball. He says what's on his mind. He doesn't care what people obviously think of him. But this time he crossed the line, and this time he was out of pocket for promoting, um, basically promoting anti-Semitism. Um, this is where you have to draw the line right here. Um, his behavior is not eccentric or bizarre, but this time it's dangerous. It's reckless. And the comments that he made makes him sound uneducated. He comes across as ignorant, not exactly knowing what he's talking about. This is a man who refused to take the vaccine. Um, like I said before, if you want to take a political stand, that's fine. If you don't want to get the vaccine, that's fine. He's unvaccinated. We all know that about him. But it had an effect on the team. It had a negative effect on the Brooklyn Nets, and it cost them their season because they weren't able to gel together because they didn't have their full team together on the court. And Kyrie was a big reason for that. And yes, I did write that Kyrie Irving ruined the Brooklyn Nets season. But see, the problem here, and why Kyrie continues to run his mouth so much and say the things that he say, or post whatever he wants on social media that's out of this world, is because the Nets have no one within that organization that can hold him accountable. There's no leadership on that team. There's no one that can pull Kyrie aside and say, hey, you need to tone it down a bit. You need to watch what you say, particularly in a public setting, particularly on social media, because you have a large platform. A lot of people know who you are. And if you say something, people are going to respond. A lot of people are offended by his remarks. A lot of people are extremely outraged. And, the Brooklyn Nets guard, the embattled guard, refused all accountability, as he usually does, for posting a link to a movie and a book that spread vicious lies about Jewish people. The people who produced this video were just as misinformed and misguided as Kyrie Irving appears to be. And instead of apologizing as he should have, he avoided the question. He became very combative and defiant, as if he doesn't owe anyone an apology. He has yet to show remorse. I don't expect him to show remorse. But this was the craziest and probably the most ridiculous statement Irving has ever made to date. And it might be time for him to remain silent, to go pick up a book, read it, gain more knowledge, educate himself before he spews utter nonsense that would leave people in shock and that would have people outraged like they are today. I think he owes a lot of people an apology. Being unvaccinated is one thing, but spewing ignorant nonsense is another thing. And that kind of stuff can get you in a world of trouble. And today, as we are fully aware, Kyrie Irving is in hot water. And it doesn't help a Brooklyn Nets team that is having a disastrous season early on. And it's looking like a repeat of last year. This Brooklyn Nets team is overrated. They're not as advertised. And part of the reason is because they have too many distractions that has led to mediocrity. And that has a mental effect on everyone else around Kyrie Irving. Because Kyrie Irving is the cancer in that locker room. The attention is focused on him. He has thrust himself in the spotlight for negative attention. And he has drawn so much attention for his latest comments that have pissed a ton of people off. Kyrie Irving needs to watch what he says. He needs to grow up. And he needs to also show this Nets team that he's serious about playing basketball and that he's fully committed. I'm fine with him walking the streets and marching with our brothers and sisters and protesting against police brutality. I'm fine with that. He can do whatever he wants. He can. But at the end of the day, you have an occupation. You're either fully in or you're fully out. So you need to make your decision if you want to be fully committed to this team. Because I know there's only a matter of time before he says that he's not up for the task mentally, that he's going to need to step away from basketball. It's only a matter of time before this guy changes his mind. And then he decides that he's not going to play basketball. He's going to take a 2-week vacation and then show up for 1 or 2 games and then not show up at all. Because that's how Kyrie Irving has been. He's erratic. You don't know which Kyrie Irving is going to show up. But when he's on his game, and see, I can praise him too. But when he's on his game and when he's laser focused, he's one of the best guards in the league. A gifted ball handler. One heck of a player. Just doesn't always have his head on straight all the time. And sometimes that's what holds him back from showing his true greatness. It's his character, not what he brings to the basketball court. It's his character. It's how he represents the team. It's how he conducts himself. And people have painted their own narrative about him, which may not necessarily be true, but it's how they see him as because it's how he behaves. But we can't take away what he does on the basketball court. It's amazing. He's gifted. He's a talented player. But this was wrong. This was foolish of him. And if you're uneducated about something, you shouldn't talk about it at all. Because you don't want to make yourself look like an idiot. You don't want people to talk about you. And sometimes we get carried away with our opinions. That's when we have to learn to sometimes bite our tongue and be careful what we say. And if we're not comfortable and if we don't know what we're talking about, just don't say anything at all. I'll see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys like this video, I hope you guys do. Share this video. Get this put this content out there. Put this video out there for people to see it. That will help me tremendously. I appreciate you guys. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. It's November 1st already. The holiday season is upon us. Take care, everyone. Talk to you guys very soon.